Strap in, y'all. We're taming a Giga. So, I thought long and hard about it. That's a total lie. And I've decided I'm gonna tame those Gigas. More lies. You were always gonna tame them and you know it. Taming them up serves two purposes, really. One, it removes them from the map so other things, like cars, can spawn in their place. Okay, that's actually reasonable. Two, it gives me some Gigas to play with in the future. And that is worth the price of admission right there. Finally! Now you're telling the truth. Truth be told, I really don't need them right now, but I'm gonna want them later. And if I let those two disappear, I will kick myself until the end of time, wondering about what could have been. So tame them it is. Taming a Giga isn't really that hard. It's time consuming and resource intensive, but there's a couple of things you can snag to make that easier. Let's go to the board. The first thing you need is a really good long neck rifle. Anything better than primitive will help, but the better it is, the more help it'll be. Unfortunately, finding one of these is all up to RNGesus. Personally, I found that the best place to get these is cave drops, but surface drops can also have them, so definitely keep hitting those whenever you can. The second thing you need is shocking trank darts. These little babies pack some serious punch, and they'll cut the number of shots you need to take by half. Unfortunately, they require biotoxin, which mostly comes from Nidaria.
Hello there.
So it's not the easiest thing to come by unless you have a basilosaur. On top of that, you need to keep them refrigerated or they'll degrade back into regular trank darts over time. I decided to focus on the rifle first, so I grabbed Scoot and headed over to the entrance of the ice dungeon to try my hand with the cave drops. Now, I've been working these cave drops as often as I can remember to, and so far, it's been a whole lot of nothing. But they do spawn consistently, so there's that. The first drop was a blue, and it gave me a long neck blueprint. Not a great one, but better than primitive, so I'll take it. The second drop was a yellow, and I had high hopes, but it was a total bust. On the third drop, though, my prayers were answered. An ascendant long neck with 440% damage. Glory be to RNGesus. Oh, but he wasn't done yet. No, sir. The fourth drop delivered unto me a magnificent specimen of a crossbow. Ascendant with 637% damage. I should seriously buy a lottery ticket at this point. The final drop gave me a nice set of fur booties. Not as exciting as the last two, but I suspect it'll be very useful in the future. With my new gear in hand, I decided to abandon the quest for shocking trank darts for now. What I have should let me knock out a Giga in a reasonable amount of shots, and that's really all I'm looking for. And that brings us to the present. Now, let's get over to the Highlands and tame some Gigas. And there he is, right off of our back balcony, our magnificent Giga, just waiting for us to tame. If I said I wasn't just a little bit nervous about this, I would be lying through my teeth. Truth be told, I'm nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. But that has never stopped me before. The sun's about to go down, so we'll hang out tonight in this little cabin. But in the morning, we ride. So I can't tell you how many times I've tamed a Giga at this point, because I honestly don't remember. Dozens, not hundreds, but enough. I've done it enough times to know that every time presents a significant risk. And that is why it always makes me nervous. Always. Every time. You see, the problem with taming a Giga is that every failure mode is a fatal one. Every single one. It's extremely rare that you mess up in taming a Giga that you don't die. And, to top it all off, if you're riding something, chances are it's gonna die too. So, the risks are very, very high. The stakes are very, very high whenever you're taming a Giga. Honestly, just knowing that it's down there makes me very uneasy. All right. Let's make it happen. Find the most reasonably flat area. Doesn't have to be super flat, but it can't be super hilly either for this to work. It's kind of a classic design. I think I first saw it in a Syntac video, maybe? But I have used it many, many times to great effect. But if you don't get it positioned right, it will not work. Okay. Think we're good there. Now, I always put down at least a couple of backups just in case. Oh. Hello, horsey. Please don't go in my trap. That would be very bad for both of us. All right. Let us get the beastie to follow. Oh, that hit for a whole lot. Oh, no, no! You were right in line! Sir, would you be so kind as to follow me over here? I would genuinely appreciate it. You totally missed my trap. So close and yet so far away. No! I have definitely used this method in ASA. I know that the new AI avoids certain things. This is going splendidly. No, really. Come on. Circle you around. Sir, I need you to pay attention. No. No, you're on the wrong side. Sir, come around here. Sir, please, I'm begging you. I need you to pay attention to me. You just do not care about me at all, do you? There. That should be sufficient. But No! Oh, no. Now I've got to reset. All right. Ooh. I can honestly say this trap has never failed me before, but we're going to try a slightly modified version of it. The problem is, now there's even less gap to shoot. Oh, come on, game. So it's going to have to hit it dead on. Like that. All right, will that hold? Are you serious? All the other times when it was just a V, and you like totally went around it, and then I put, you know what? I'm just waiting to see if it's going to be able to break out. I don't want to waste a lot of materials. If I'm not able to get it down immediately. Okay. Since I have the option, we're going to do this from the back of a griffin. Shouldn't be many more now. This is not totally terrifying. God, I can't even see it. You gotta be close to going down, sir. Huh. All right. That is not even... First things first. Gotta watch that torpor. And while I'm not worried about something coming along and attacking it intentionally, I am concerned about incidental contact, which is why I'm putting down the spikes. So the very first time I ever tamed a Giga, which is on Ragnarok here, I didn't realize just how fast their torpor dropped. And it woke up on me while I was placing the spikes. Luckily, it was still inside the trap, so I could just knock it out again. But still, nothing is quite as terrifying as having a Giga wake up from a peaceful slumber in your immediate proximity. I have never forgotten that lesson, and I never will. All right. Sorry, Scoop. This right here is us for the next 30 minutes? Yeah, 35 minutes. Are those purple toenails, sir? How positively metropolitan of you. Alrighty, well, this big man is ready to wake up. It should only take 9, but I'm going to throw on 10 just in case, and a little extra meat to keep him from eating the remainder. And there he is in all of his ginormous glory. Hi. How you doing? You are massive. Absolutely massive. That could be a cool thumbnail. Melee is 250. Memory serve, that's a meh starter, but doesn't matter. Ultimately, once you get them bred and imprinted, they're crazy fighting beasts anyway. So, well, sundown is almost here again. So I guess I will get this all cleaned up and then we'll reset and go again. So overall, that went pretty smooth. I don't have a lot of complaints about that, honestly. I will say, in my defense, it has been a while since the last time I tamed a Giga, and that probably didn't help. with getting the trap set up, but I swear, I have used that 2-gate V with a bear trap countless times, and it's worked every time. I just sneak in behind afterwards, place 2 more gates, and then boom, it's trapped. I've never had one escape before. Never. So you got to witness a first and a second and maybe a third. I can't remember how many times it escaped, but ultimately we got there in the end, and I'm pretty pleased overall with how everything turned out. So now we just have to do it again. Well, down on the beach, we should be able to find a good flat area really easily. And since this worked on the last one, I'm just going to go back with that, try to recreate it. No. All right. Again, in the grand scheme of things, these traps are pretty cheap. I'm going to set a few of them. Good insurance. Now we're just going to try to get that beast in the trap. Again. Hello, madam. Good morning. Would you like to come try to eat me? Could be delicious. Hard to say. No, don't go in the water. Gigas and water do not mix, please. Look at here. Griffin, ready to eat. No, nope, get in there, get in there. No, you... Come along. Let's reset. You temptress, you. Are you on me? Are you still on me? You're still on me. I don't really want to let you have a nibble. Oh, madam, come on! You were there! You were, like, right in there. Get in the trap. There we go. Got a short span here, so. And she's in. That was a lot less painful than the last one. But I'm still not gonna trust it. Come this way and set off that other trap. Come, madam. Pay attention to me. There we go. Now, by all rights, the crossbow should be the better tranq tool, but it did an awful lot of damage. So for safety, and because I have plenty of darts, I'm going to use it this time. Oh, Pelagornis, watch out! All right. Well, she should go down anytime now. I just want to be really careful. Oops. Come on, madam. Go to sleep. There we go. All right. Now, first things first. You gotta go. It fell on top of the Pelagornis that it killed. And... well, I could probably do something about it. It is risky, though. It's not that close. I just don't want any, you know, compies or dillos or anything to show up being like, hey, free meal. Yeah, I hear you, Scoot. I hear you. All right. Let's dump the first round of 50 on you. That'll keep you knocked out for a little while. All right, and again, this is us for the next 35-ish minutes. I'm gonna let her starve tame as well, just to be on the safe side. And I'll bring you back when she's ready to go. All right, well, she should be more than sufficiently starved out at this point. So I'm gonna throw some kibble on her and some meat. She should only eat 8, but again, put an extra one on there just for some insurance. I would hate to spend all this time and then mess it up right at the very, very end. And she's up. Man, your colors are amazing, madam. Seriously. Like, as much as I love the purple and the blue, that kind of green and gray is amazing. Amazing. All right, I'll take that back. Thank you very much. And, yeah, those stats are Giga stats. Let's get you out of there. And then I will pod you up, and we're going to head back to the cabin and pick up the Doobster. God, I love Gigas. Well, glancing over their stats, I can tell you there is nothing particularly good or particularly bad about these Gigas. They are just normal. We'll take a look at their actual stats when we get back to base, but nothing seems extraordinary. Nothing seems terrible. They just seem pretty middle of the road. And honestly, that's okay, because if I decide to use them, and I'm still not certain if I will, but if I decide to use them, they're going to get mutated before that happens anyway. So, the stats I've got are really just the stats I start with. Anyway, I have had more than enough of the Highlands for now. Let's head back to base. So here they are, in the flesh, back at base. And I am just reminded of how incredibly huge these things are. They are absolute monsters. But they're my monsters, and I am excited to have them on board. So, stat-wise, they actually turned out a little better than I anticipated. So he got 41 health, 51 stamina, which isn't like a huge thing for Gigas, but, you know, I'll take anything over 50. And 46 in melee, which isn't terrible. Not terrible at all. She brings her ability to lay eggs. And her awesome coloration. Now, her weight. She brings a good weight stat to the mix, which is kind of nice when you're running around on extinction on the Gigas. Having that extra weight stat can be helpful. So yeah. Here they are. They are magnificent. I have not bred a single egg off of them yet. But I will. It's only a matter of time. So that is going to bring to a close the massive Giga episode. And I say massive because, much like the Thyla episode, this probably represents close to 50 hours of my life between gathering materials, coming up with ideas, doing the scripting, shooting the various scenes, editing it all together, plus, you know, actually taming the Gigas. It was a significant time investment. And you know what? I have absolutely no regrets. This is the reason I started a YouTube channel in the first place. This is what I want to be doing. A good mix of gameplay and storytelling. A heavy pinch of editing. All of it, so much fun. I am enjoying the heck out of it. The problem is, I have no idea what we're going to do for the next episode. None. It will probably be the end of the Summer Bash event, but I'm not entirely sure. You'll just have to tune in to find out. My name is Robot Ren. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.